Hi, my name is Aranci. I want you to subscribe to La Cinco Esquina.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Crazy Legs. If you were in the 70s, this is the man that taught you how to break dance. Crazy Legs, so what got you into breakdancing, man?
I started breaking because we were poor from the South Bronx. We had nothing else to do, and by default, I saw something one day over by Crotona Avenue, and I fell in love with it, and it became my outlet because my first love is baseball and boxing. Yeah. I used to play in Pelham Parkway Little League as a kid. So, but all that costs money, so it was just a matter of like, okay, well.
And who'd you like in boxing? Hector Camacho?
Nah, cause my boy knocked him out in a sparring session. No, my boy Flex. He was from Crotona Avenue. He's a trainer at Jerome Boxing, and Camacho came in one day to spar with him. And then he dropped Camacho, and Camacho got pissed off, wanted to fight him outside. Crazy.
Let me ask you something. You know, back in the day when people like, let's say the people from Dykeman, they used to battle it out, but they never used to fight.
That's because the people that were battling were really fighters, and to go into a situation like that, it's like, you already know you're stepping to somebody, and it's probably somebody that could throw is good with the hands too. So if there was gonna be a beef, it was a real beef.
There was like a silent respect.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
The other,
Yeah.
Something that's missing today, and I think that was one of the things that you could be, I would say, with the Ball Busters, Zulu Nation, and stuff like that, and everything would be right. Tell me about that time, man.
Wow, that was when beef was at an all-time high in the city. I mean, we had even as kids, we had our little rumbles with the Ball Busters, but that had a lot to do with the fact that we were already touring, we were doing films, and we had already started.
Breaking, that movie Breaking, right?
No, we did Beat Street, Wild Style, Flashdance. So we had a place that we hung out with, and a lot of people's girlfriends wanted to hang out at the park that we hung out at. So that caused all sorts of beef.
How do you see breakdancing? Because it's like a cold fix, and everybody wants to be a breakdancer now, man.
Well, you know,
you teach people right now.
Yeah, I teach people how to break. Yeah, but the thing is, it's always that thing that gives kids an opportunity to express themselves and have a way of channeling their energy, especially if you're like a 10-year-old kid and you got nothing going on, you see something that gets your attention, and you feel like you can be competitive and get props for it at the same time, and you have a natural rhythm and creativity. Why not get involved?
After the breakdancing started, I remember the first hip hop record was
the Sugar Hill Gang.
That was commercial, but you know they had like a lot of bounce rock, skate roll. Remember these?
Yeah, of course.
Tell me about the freestyle. What killed, like, let's say, breakdancing? Because there was a time that breakdancing wasn't as popular. It was
that all depends on what country you're living in.
Right.
You know, and what happens is like, unfortunately, when you create something in the States, it's not cherished by the States, you know, and what we did was we created something that is our own folk dance. It came from the hood, you know, and other countries actually started nurturing it more even after the media kind of strayed away from it, and they respected it as an art form.
I remember they used to associate breakdancing with graffiti and all that's wrong with New York City.
Well, it depends on how you see it, because I know many artists that went to a canvas medium and made plenty of money and are doing all sorts of work throughout the industry, you know. But I mean, each scene existed on their own, whether it's breaking, rapping, and all that stuff. But they all eventually came together. The first hip hop tour was in 1982 when we went to London and Paris, and that was called the New York City Rap Tour, and that consisted of double dutch, breaking, DJing, graffiti, and it was fun.
Let me ask you something. How did you get respect being Hispanic and African American?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
I got my respect by putting my reputation on the line each time to protect it. When it came down to,
on top, brother.
Hey, I try. I do my thing.
Favorite Yankee player, who was?
who was it? Back in the days, I was a big Thurman Munson fan.
Number 15.
Yes, I was a big Thurman Munson fan. Greg Nettles, Gator. You know, I'm definitely, because that's who I started being a fan of when I got into loving baseball as a sport.
Boxer, who was your?
Boxing, I like a lot of people, but I really admire Holyfield and Foreman for doing what they did so late in the game. And that's very inspirational, because you see your career as an athlete, whether even, you know, what I do is very athletic, but you see your career coming to an end, and a definite end, because it's physical. And you think of what they've done, and it kind of gives you a boost and say, yo, you know what? All I got to do is train.
Let me ask you something. You know, how much rhythm do you have to be a break dancer? Because is that in the blood, or is that?
Well, number one, okay, I gotta correct you on the breakdancing thing. The word breakdancing came from the media. It came from British media. We used to call it b-boying, going off, rocking.
Okay, right.
You probably remember rocking. A lot of people say, "Yo, we'll go rocking," and all that stuff.
I was a little nerd. I was always playing baseball.
But what was the question again?
How much of sports?
How much
rhythm do you have to
Oh, you need a lot of rhythm. You need coordination. You need rhythm. It's just like in baseball, playing shortstop. You know, just pull it in, boom, boom, boom. Everything out of work. And some people do it with a different style, and that's really what sets you apart from everyone else.
All right.
The style and being effective with it.
Let me ask you something. Ever have a couple of drinks? Ever want to go to a club and start? You listen to one of the back in the day songs. You ever want to go into your?
Oh yeah, of course. It depends on the mode. I mean, it's all about the music. I have a love affair with music. You know what I mean? So, and for us, whether it's salsa, mambo, whatever, or even hip hop, since we love culture and we are people that thrive on our culture. You know, that music just takes you on a ride. So.
What are you doing now? I mean,
what am I doing now? I've been signed to Red Bull as an athlete for quite a while.
Red Bull or
Red Bull, yeah. Wow. So I've been signed to them for quite a while. We're celebrating our Rocksteady Crew 34th anniversary this weekend, and I just finished work. We just wrapped a film project for Channel 4 in the UK, which is on British street dance. Just filming yesterday. Just finished filming, and I also have another feature documentary film out. That we did in Uganda, and it's coming out soon.
Well, listen, look, you've been on the Hall of Fame. Never had a Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
You should be the first one in.
It needs to be in the Bronx.
That's right, man.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, bro.
Take it easy, brother.
All right, man.
Hi, my name is Aranzi. I want you to subscribe to Les Cinco Esquinas.
Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Yo soy Gaby Cárdenas, artista ecuatoriana, y quiero que se suscriban por favor a Las 5 Esquinas. Suscríbete ya, porque yo ya lo hice.